Hello and welcome, my name is Sheep Thief, and today I'll be coming at you with a Warno online Let's Play Battle Replay Analysis. Welcome to this computer game Warno YouTube video of a analysis of a Warno 1v1 ranked multiplayer online battle. Today we find ourselves on the lovely shores of Twin Lakes. Yeah, look at that glassy water. Clear skies, sort of. Nice little bit of clouds. And that wonderful Warno sun. That 1980s sun. That, I don't know, boomers probably look back on that and think, those were the days. But I wasn't born at this point, so I can't say. But that sun does look nice. Anyway, yeah, so this is a battle between me and someone named Bite. And we will hurry it up. They are playing the 39th Gvardio Motostrelki, and I just, right before this battle, I just lost to the Motostrelki 39, and, on this map, and so I was kind of like, what am I gonna do? And what I decided to do was to do this crazy strategy where you get A10 warthogs and you go across the map and you kill them with the A10 warthogs. So I decided to try that. And then my opponent is doing the Sepiris and an AA helicopter, interesting. Cub, Seperi, Conkers, some Razvedka scouts going ahead, command vehicle, Cub, lots of AA. So, that's that. And here we go. I bring the A10s out immediately. I might slow this down. One thing that I've learned with the A10 rush is to definitely use the F-16s to strafe. So I move them over here. Come around. For some reason the Cubs aren't firing. Maybe they aren't on attack move. My scout plane does see this, but the F-16s come in and take out that anti-air helicopter, which is pretty good. The Cub does get a shot off. A-10 Warthogs take out the Grenzer and then do a kind of unfortunate curlicue around here. This jammer plane continues to watch this region. Cobras are routed over. This Cub is slowly making its way over. The fighter planes come in and strafe this huge position here and get a lot of damage off there, although mostly on one of the transports. But here come the Warthogs, and let's see how they do. They get more kills. They get several kills right there. But the Cub does fire and it hits, but it doesn't kill them. The A-10s are forced off the field, and the F-16s continue to strafe. And this force here is looking worse for wear, and the Cub is out of ammunition. And then my F-16s fight this Su-275. He gets a nice hit on that one, but then this one gets a one-shot kill on it. So unfortunate for him. And he sets up back here. Definitely, I didn't know that. Definitely he should have been pushing up to here. Maybe he panicked because of the A-10s and decided to just set up shop over here, which isn't a terrible idea to get them out of the transport so they don't just die in their transports. But now he's lost this, and I do have the tick. And he has like nothing up here. So he has been, if these had gotten up here, he would be stronger right now. But now I'm stronger. I have good scouting. I still have the A-10 Cobra, and all of my planes made it out alive. And now I can get troops moving in here. I think I'm actually way too cautious here in retrospect, and I get a bunch of mech rifles dragging on the outskirts of this city. In retrospect, I should have just pushed up to this city, but I didn't know that. I have my Führung come over here way too cautiously. Generally, I like bring them way back here and then come back here just in case there are units in here, but he had no units in here, so that could have just moved across. Units are pushing forward. Motostrelki are able to get in here, and I get the M1A1 ACAV to push along through this forest and try to get a flanking maneuver through here to cut off this line of supply. Mech Rifles Dragon with their M11 3A3s have unloaded, and they're not in a great position. They should be moving up. This was too cautious. Although I think that being the policy for the A10 rush is good. I think this A10 rush, you can't always expect it to go that well, but maybe I should be a little more aggressive with my unloadings. Get some AA, because often, well, actually a wise thing to do at this point, because all of my air is out, a wise thing to do for your opponent is to get some of your own air to try to break up what's left here. But this is pretty much the ideal situation for the A10 rush. The rush is concluded, and I've made enough space to get my units on the field and make up for some of the lost time. Jaguar comes over here to the left, to my left flank. This jammer heli still getting nice, very nice vision. This, like, very good vision. Let's see what I can well, I don't want to give away the time. He does get this command zone taken, which puts the take on his side, interestingly. So I go forward with the M1A1 ACAV, and it fires at the BTR and kills it. He continues to get more Iglas, and he's making a mistake that I used to make, and still sometimes make, but at least I'm aware of. I attempt to get your infantry on the edge of the city. If you can't see the enemy in the city, push up to the edge of the city. And it looks like he's kind of doing that. At least get into the middle, spreading out. Yeah, he should be pushing all the way up here, and then at least he can see what I'm doing, and if I move forward, at least like put up a bit of a resistance. It's just about information. Like here, he sees my helicopters, but that's it. Meanwhile, I see not much more, but I do see like some key stuff here. I know basically where he is.
Enemy spotted!
And there's a build-up, but I do not want this build-up to continue. This is bad for me. I want to push forward with this advantage that I have and this strong M1A1 ACAV. Another M1A1 Abrams to kind of take its place over here. I'm a little worried about this, but I decided to, look what I did. So I pushed the Heimatschützen all the way up to the edge, the Heimatschützen all the way up to the edge. These are in the church, that's why they're back there. Those are unloaded. That is absolutely terrible. M1A ACAV fires off at the Strela, and it actually fired twice and missed twice, so that was an utter failure on the part of this supposedly elite tank crew. The Strelas open up on the LGB. This is almost more of like a probing laser-guided bomb to kind of see what the situation was, and those 4 Strelas and a cub. 2 cubs and 2 Strelas and some Iglas could not kill that. So Soviet AA, from what I've learned, is absolutely horrible. I push up to the city because I can't see him here, and I might as well. I think conversely, if you don't see your opponent on the edge of the city, get some units in there. The Estrella stuns that Cobra, fires again, misses. This is actually like okay with me. Misses again, and this time gets it. Watch this helicopter crash. Should have microed that and just told it to land. Saved some points. Mech Rifles Dragon start to get some shots off. These ones stun the Strela. Meanwhile, my M1A1 ACAV killed this over there. I totally missed that. Sort of a close call because they do have an AT weapon. Now I sort of sense that it was free to push out there, but an AT plane comes. just enmeshed in anti-air. An Igla, Cub, Estrella, Estrella. Estrella goes down, another Estrella goes down, so it actually, at this point, is not so enmeshed, but there is still an Igla there. And these two Cubs. Two fighter planes come and get the shot off and get a really nice exit. That's the perfect evac right there. And they both get away with it. I would be very mad if I were my opponent here. M1A1 ACAV pops smoke to deal with that AT plane, but now that it's gone, it is free to move forward. Nothing is happening over here. I do get a mortar out, and I do get a sneed, and kill one of the Cubs, which is one of the first times that I've had that work. This Cub is out of ammo. The sneed, it must just be staying out here. M1A1 ACAV starts to engage these three BMPs with Motostrelki BMPs on them. They start to fire. One of the BMPs goes down. Two ATGMs move forward. I move backwards, get another shot, stress a lot of them out. A-10 Warthogs this time. We start to clear out some of this infantry in here. Eagle Eye gets a shot off, gets a good hit. ATGM continues to go after the A-10. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. Is that a stun? Shot is fired off. A-10 Warthog comes in for some damage here, but I lose vision. I lost vision because my tank went in there. And it just like sort of doesn't accomplish much. But these BMPs are going down, and this is okay. I like this is a really disruptive flanking maneuver with the M1A1 ACAP, but these A10s are just like I find them a little like mercurial. Like sometimes they're really good and hit everything, and sometimes they're just absolutely not. There's a lot of infantry here. This is a little worse for wear. This M1 Abrams is able to open up on the city here. Mech rifles, Dragon, not in a great place. They should be in this forest line right here. M1A1 comes out here, and the Jaguar gets a stun on that, allowing the F-16 to take out that plane. I back up because of this. This infantry is getting close to me, and the stressed out Cub does fire off at this F-16, making me pull it back. The A-10 Warthog is now, should be just backing. It's completely out of ammo, but it's sort of circling overhead stupidly, as it often does, and does go down. Watch this crash, pieces of metal flying everywhere, and yeah, so I am kind of forced to back up here because I think it's just this infantry came over here. In retrospect, I should have just gone straight into his backline here. Maybe he would have been in danger of planes, but Sneed comes in and kills a Cub. It goes down to this battery of Iglas. It explodes. This would be a great place for a LGB. Or a mortar strike. So now I'm feeling pretty confident that I've like degraded his position, but I'm still far away from doing an infantry push into here. More focused on just securing these flanks with the Abrams. Kind of wanted to get in here. If you can form like a line like this, that's good. These things control this sort of region here, which allows you to push through here and shut this down completely. This is pretty much the only place you can attack from this side. On this side you can attack that or that. Attacking this over here is not really realistic. A-10 Abrams comes up here, and I get the a commander in here, just sort of a cheeky one, because I can tell he's not up at the edge of the city, so what's stopping me? So Perry open up on it, and but I do get the tick, which is important. Mech Rifle's Dragon, we're having a really hard time killing this BTR, but I get the tick, and as you can see, he's sort of struggling here. Ihawk fires, doesn't get that. Radar is on. He should be buying a Sneed. This A10 Abram or this M1A1 Abrams gets fat side hit off on it because of this helicopter. And I back it up and set up a repair station over here. As you can see, I brought the M1A1 ACAV all the way back here to get replenished. I find them to be extremely useful units that you should not let die. Haima shoots and push forward to just get vision. They do a decent job of it. I try to bring this out here, but I think he is... The game is almost over. I want to pause it before it ends. So Haima shoots and doing a good job of just... I backed this up. Oh, because a laser guided bomb came in. So I backed that up. But we killed a laser guided bomb. And at this point he does surrender, so I'm going to pause it. I think this is another game where I felt like dominant for one of the first times. Like I was like, okay, I'm winning. I'm beating this person. GG to bite. But I felt like I was... it felt like one of my cleaner games. But I'm right around the 100 game mark at this point. So, some things are starting to click. This has been one of the like hardest games to like get into for a long time. In a long time, like this is a difficult thing to wrap. God, there are insects dive bombing me. There are aspects of this game that are difficult to wrap your mind around. But it's starting to click. So yeah, he surrenders. I think it's sort of appropriate to surrender. He'd taken a lot of losses. And I think he sort of correctly sensed that if I built up here and continued to mass Abrams on the left, that I could push through and cause a complete destruction of his things. I'm not sure what these T-80s were doing all the way out here. If these T-80s were here, his whole everything would be different. So I don't know why he brought these out here. They are in the middle of nowhere. Let's take a look at what they can see. They're like, ah, what a lovely field. Yes, I agree. Let us sit here. There's a nice barbed wire fence too. We can sit here and look there. But there's nothing there, comrade. That is okay. We like it here. Anyway, then I think less focusing on what my opponent did. What I did well is first of all, it's one of the first times that I've like made sure to strafe with the F-16s, and that is like huge. Before I was kind of keeping the F-16s back. I think it's better to just bring them forward, and if they have a fighter, just deal with it. And the A-10s can kill the fighter as well. So I think the disruption and the really the main benefit, in my opinion, of the A-10 rush is to just jangle. Mosquito. Did I just like smack that against the wall? That was crazy. The main point of the A-10 rush is to kind of jangle the opponent, and the F-16s can, if they're like dive bombing their scouts and like just doing weird stuff, can add to that janglement. So the A-10 rush went pretty well. I like using the F-16s. I got kind of lucky with some of the dogfights there, like really lucky actually. But then I didn't overreact and buy more air, instead getting the M1A1 ACAV out early and some basic infantry setup in key places to make up for the lack of infantry presence on the map. So, that's that. And at this point he surrendered. Another thing that my opponent should have done is attack Oscar over there. So yeah, a pretty decent KD for such a short game. A10s did decently. Yeah, not too many kills. Sort of hit or miss. But a lot of his like early stuff died. Cobra's 2 Superior is a good. The Cobras are 130 each, so I think 2 Superior is more expensive than that. I'm not quite sure. It could be right about the same. Maybe even slightly less, I'm not sure. BMP2 and a Moto Strelke, that's less good. F-16, SU-275, that's great. These 2 helicopters going down to that F-16 is good. M1A1 ACAB was a hero. Caused a bunch of problems. And then, other than that, these got 2 Strelas down. So that's huge. He was pushing them into the city. That's how that happened. And then the Sneeds got 2 Cubs, which doesn't really pay off, but it does allow you to control the air if you get it. Or, there's still ways to shoot down planes without radar-guided missiles, but it makes it easier. And then my opponent's Igla did alright. And other than that, it's kind of grim. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you guys have any replays that you want me to do, just let me know in the comments. I'm going to be gone. Or actually, by the time you're watching this, I will have already been gone. But yeah, I'm gone through the end of August and then back in the first week of September, so that's probably when I'd be able to do it. I'm super tired. I'm gonna go to bed. But yeah, thank you for watching. Welcome to the Sheep Gang family. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. It's kind of a small channel, but I don't know. It's almost more kind of archival for me too. Like I sort of like archiving my gameplay. Maybe one day when I'm an old man, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when I A10 Warthog rushed that guy in Warno. Yeah, I don't know. If you like the videos, subscribe and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.